You're probably wondering why the intro of the video was like that. Why am I in North Carolina? And is this the 240? Yes, I was dumb enough to try to drive it. Well, I am driving it to North Carolina, Asheville, for my girlfriend's brother's wedding. That's not what I'm filming for you guys. I just kind of wanted to take you on the trip to show you that the car is running and driving. And she's a little sluggish, and you know, it's a single cam, but it does the job, and we're just trucking right along. We've traveled 407 miles so far. The only issue I've had is just kind of a little bit of a lug, like a stutter, like acting like the fuel pump was going out or something like that. But I put some 93 in there, and it's been a little bit better since. So I think I might have to pick up a new fuel strainer just to be safe, and then maybe change the plugs one more time just to be safe, because I could have some, you know, potential dirty fuel in there and stuff. So other than that, guys, I will check in with you here shortly. I'm going to show you the mountains real quick. Hold on. It's not really like Colorado, but similar vibe. And I'm just cruising in the old 240. So it's kind of cool. Like I said, guys, I will check in with you when I get up to the little Airbnb that we rented, and I'll just kind of update you guys on how the car's doing and just make a small little vlog for you guys. Not really gonna film much of the wedding or anything like that stuff, because I don't really put too much personal stuff on my YouTube, because it's all automotive and I don't know, nonsense that I do. But other than that, guys, I will talk to you shortly. Can see, we are back in Florida. I'm back in my little garage, and I just wanted to bring you up to speed and talk about my little 240 real quick. I had a good time. It was a blast doing the trip. I forgot to update you guys at the Airbnb. I got a little ahead of myself, and I was hanging out with my girlfriend, her family, the whole 9 yards. So I apologize for that, guys. But I do want to talk about how awesome the 240 was. I had a few issues here and there, and like I talked about that misfire earlier in the video, that ended up being just an injector plug. Or well, the harness on the injector was coming unplugged. I guess the vibrations and just over time driving on the highway, it backed itself off. I didn't have the small retaining clip on it, and as I was going up a hill in Asheville, in one of those hills, I started to lose power, and then the car randomly shut off. So I popped the hood and went over everything, and I found that harness was loose. Car fired right back up, drove it up the hill, had no issues. So you guys are probably wondering, hey Travis, why would you drive your 240 all the way up to North Carolina a week after you got it running? It's probably not the brightest thing to do. Well, honestly, it really wasn't, but it's something that I wanted to do, something that, I don't know, I don't think that it felt right, but something that I wanted to do after getting the 240 back on the road, bringing it back to life. It sat for 10 years. It's just kind of like a redemption, like, hey, look, we're back on the road, we made it, I can drive it, you know, so-and-so this far and drive it back home without issue or minimum issue. So I don't know, just something that I wanted to do, something that I enjoyed, but sadly she's just not daily material. I daily drove my red 240 for 2 years, and yes, it's fun, but it's expensive. Granted, I spend a lot of money in tires and engine maintenance, and you know, I beat on the car. I beat up the car a lot, so there's nothing that I can really blame or point to say, oh, you know, it's just unreliable. I beat the crap out of the car. I'm sure if I, you know, took better care of it and only drove it at the track and stuff, it'd be a lot better. But what I'm getting at is that 240s aren't practical dailies. I mean, I'm sure I could make it a practical daily, but I was tired of throwing money at something that I could honestly just sell off or trade off and get something a little bit newer, take care of myself, be able to get my CA up and running and get that all squared away, and then obviously make it back and forth to work. So with that being said, my 2003 G35, sadly it is automatic, but it is just about loaded, and as you can see, the paint's kind of faded on here, but it's got just about everything aside from heated seats. Got the leather, AC, it's automatic with the VQ, 35 DE, nothing crazy, but I wanted to trade it off and get something that's gonna get me back and forth to work without any issues. I don't have to throw a bunch of money in it. It's got AC, I can enjoy it and do my thing for the next couple months. I do want a truck. Having this car and then having my 240, makes me want a truck really bad because, you know, there's a lot of things that you just can't do in a car that you can do with a truck. With that being said, guys, I just want to kind of bring this up on the channel, let you guys know so no one is, you know, acting surprised or being like, dude, what would you get an Infinity for? That's so weird. I am going to get a truck in the next couple months. This guy is just kind of a, let's say, just a filler. It's filling in the gap between now and then to when I want to sell this car and get ready to move back out west. I'm going to get a truck and get all that good nonsense going. So I don't really have much to show you on the car. It's pretty simple, basic, and I'm planning on just keeping it the way it is. I'll probably throw some Infinity Rays on it. The car actually does have some stance coilovers on it and just a little catback exhaust system. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward and pretty stock. So I just wanted to bring those of you that do follow the channel up to speed and let you guys know about the new Infinity and stuff. It'll be short-lived. It won't be here forever. It's just a couple months to, you know, hold me over as a daily, something to enjoy, something nice, like I blabbled on in the last few clips. All right, so now we're gonna switch over to the CA. When I got back from North Carolina, me and Winston ended up ripping that CA out of the red 240. And as you can see, my garage is really clean and straightened up, and there's actually no engine in there right now. And that's because we snatched it out of the car, got it up on the stand, tore it down, and sent it to machine. The head is actually laying right over here on the corner, and the whole intake manifold is taken apart in my kitchen right now because I'm shaving down the main plenum and just doing a lot of cleaning on those guys. And I'm also going to be ordering a new turbo and stuff. That old guy's down there with the manifold. I got to get new heat wrap and all that good stuff. So enjoy the footage of me snatching this guy out. I'm talking to you guys about that, and I'll see you after that. Here I go again with you, little CA. As you see, we're pulling this guy out. Got it out in like 45 minutes, not even.
Not even.
Yeah, typical little CA. Winston's and his man powers helped me yank this thing out. We're gonna get this thing up on the engine stand, taken apart into the machine shop, see how it's looking inside, why I lost compression, figure all that out. And then from there, we will start a probably just forged piston and polishing the crank, you know, just a little rebuild with this engine. And obviously I'll film all that stuff because this is the drift car and this is more fun than the single cam stuff. So with that being said, guys, I know it seems kind of cheesy that we're pulling it out a year later, but you know, it's drifting, it's abusive, and I daily drove the car. And the CA, honestly, I mean, it didn't let me down until the very end of the day, I guess, like when we were getting off the trailer, not even. So we'll get this guy up on the stand, clean this garage up because it is a wreck still, clean everything out, get everything ready, and we will get this girl off to machine. Hopefully the machine shop doesn't take too long with the engine. Hopefully we can get it in there, figure out what we need to do with the car, or well, what the engine needs, and then get those parts ordered and get this car back up and running. There is an event in September that I would like to go to. If I don't make it, it's not the end of the world, but I do want to go in November for the Black Friday event. That's like a 3-day camping event, and I plan to do that. Do all 3 days, hang out at the track, and enjoy that like I did for the spring break bash. So it's kind of a tongue twister there. Excuse me. Other than that, guys, I will update you in a couple of days. I'll probably just tear down the engine, maybe show you guys bits and pieces of it, so you guys get, you know, general idea. I mean, a lot of you guys have seen this stuff torn down and, you know, opened up, I guess. I've already messed with a CA once before, so it's kind of annoying that I have to do it a year later, but then again, it is drifting. I beat the crap out of it. It has a lot of abuse. It's held up to a lot, and I've had a lot of fun with it, so I'm not that mad. I'll probably throw $500-700 at it and see where it goes from there, and then we'll see what's up with getting a new turbo. And I want to look into an ECM in a harness, but it just all depends. We'll see where we go from there. Let's get the engine torn apart and down to machine, and then we'll figure out what we're doing. So I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, in a couple days, we'll figure this thing out. Just wanted to update you guys real quick. The CA is out and on the engine stand. Now she's going to be awaiting to be torn down and then get ready to be sent to the machine shop. So like I said before, I showed you guys me pulling the CA out. It's already taken apart. I'll throw in a picture real quick. It's actually in the back of my little 240 right before I sold it. So with that being said, guys, everything is at machine, and once I hear back from those guys, I will update you guys and let you know. I'm also going to be going down to a drift event on September 7th. OSW is holding a ride-along little event, and they're also doing a charity for some pet foundations or some animal rescues down there in Orlando. So we're going to be going down and doing that. I'm going to do some filming. We're going to be bringing Winston's car, probably get a little bit of seat time in there in the 350Z, and then obviously Winston's going to get some time behind the wheels. So other than that, guys, I really don't have much else for you. When I hear about the CA, I will definitely let you guys know. We're probably going to have to go 83.5 because I did that light hone, and the 83s. I mean, I lost compression for a reason, and I'm guessing is because the cylinder walls were just worn, and it's, you know, it's a 30-year-old engine. So that's probably going to be the case, and I'll probably do a new set of bearings and new mains. I noticed when I pulled the girdle off and pulled the crank out, one of the main bearings that had some wear in it, and you know, it's just safe precautions and do the right thing. So once I hear back from those guys, I will let you guys know. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry it's a lot of talking, a lot of rambling, nothing too important, nothing crazy. Just wanted to bring everybody up to speed and let you guys know what the situation was. Again, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.
I'm always in the doghouse.